What's up, my sweethearts? What it do? It's your girl, my sweetheart Jennifer. I'm the realest. My sweethearts, get your lighters all the way up for these babies. Justice for all these babies, my sweethearts. And that's what we're doing. We're running like cardio, so let's get it. Oh, my sweethearts. 4 babies. 4. 3, 4, 6, and 8, my sweethearts, died in a house fire. So neglected. The kids were so neglected they could barely talk and had 50 accidental injuries. Yes, y'all heard me. 4 children, 3, 4, 6, and 8, died in a house fire, my sweethearts. So neglected they could barely talk and had 50 accidental injuries. This is what I do it for. This is why I don't pay nothing. Nobody no mind. Keep rolling, my sweethearts. I block everything out. Don't even know. Bow, bow, bow. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. These kids don't got no time for no excuses. I don't care what nobody else talking about. All that other stuff is blah, blah, blah to me. These kids don't get no excuses. That's all Jennifer the realest is running. No excuses. So with that being said, let your girl Doug walk this. Because I know I'm going to Doug walk it. You know? Let's get into it, my sweethearts. Y'all don't even know, my sweethearts. I'm just telling y'all this. I had to take a 5-minute break for real. For real. Because the things, like I said, y'all don't see it. I see, or I'm reading already. And I had to take a break. So let's get it. 4 children, my sweethearts, right? Aged between 3 and 8, who died in a house fire, were so neglected they could barely talk. A review has found Raleigh Hope, 8, and siblings Keegan, Tilly, and Ollie Unit, age 6, 4, and 3, died in a blaze sparked when their parents fell asleep while smoking at their home. This is ridiculous. Raleigh Holt, Raleigh Holt, 8, and siblings Keegan, Tilly, and Ollie. Oh my goodness. Ollie Unit, age 6, 4, and 3. That's a crazy name. Unit, UNITT. Died in a blaze at their staff's home, my sweethearts. I'm not showing a picture of them, my sweethearts. I'm not. Of these babies. I'm just not. I'm gonna show you the mother and the father. I'll show you these monsters. Mom Natalie Unit, and her boyfriend Chris Moulton, dad of 3 of the children, were arrested on suspicion of manslaughter. However, the CPS said in August that no charges would be brought. Oh, God. Mom, Natalie, my sweetheart's unit, and her boyfriend Chris Moulton were arrested on suspicion of manslaughter by gross negligence after the tragedy in Stafford in February last year. However, in August, prosecutors said no further action would be taken. Now, a serious case review into the horrifying blaze had revealed some of the neglected children communicated by grunting, and they had 50 injuries. Oh my goodness, my sweetheart. Now, a serious case review into the horrifying blaze has revealed some of the neglected children communicated by grunting, my sweethearts, like a little animal. And they had 50 injuries. Birmingham Live reports. So they just was torturing them. One of the greatest concerns about the children was their lack of speech. The author said, professionals described the home as silent. despite there being 5 children in it. Could y'all imagine that, my sweetheart? Somebody having 5, 6, 7 children and you don't hear nothing. It's just so quiet. Not mine. Children's home was silent. During an appointment with a pediatrician, one of the children simply grunted and pointed at things, the report says. Another had a frozen expression and failed to respond to a social worker, my sweetheart. One child was put in front of the television in a pushchair all day, and there was considerable evidence that the youngsters didn't get sufficient stimulation, supervision, or guidance. More than 50 injuries, marks, or bruises were also seen on the children over a 17-month period. What's these ages again? 3, 4, 6, and 8? And you telling me more than 50 injuries, marks, or bruises was also seen on the children over a 17-month period, and they was still with her? Or unless they can diagnose that like, no, this was over 17 months. This is crazy. No one knew nothing, my sweethearts. This is something else. While nursery staff had raised concerns after finding one of the little one's nappies hadn't been changed. So they call that their pamper nappies. Okay, find it. While nursing staff had raised concerns after finding one of the little one's nappies hadn't been changed since the previous night. So that baby had a pamper on for a whole day, all that day, that night, into the next day and night. Unbelievable. The unit family had first come to the attention of Staffordshire County Council in 2017. Mom, Natalie, controlled the relationships the entire family had with outside agencies. The report says that's why she was hiding it all the way up to now. This is some sick. You have to have no heart. No heart for this. How? No heart. I'm serious. My sweethearts. No heart. However, in spite of concerns over the children, the family was seen as at the lower end of neglect cases because neither parent had mental health or substance abuse problems. They were just abusing them. Look at this. They was abusing them. An inquest into the deaths, which was held in November, Miss Unit said she was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and had no recollection of how the blaze began. Yeah, okay. You would suffer from post-traumatic stress, my butt. You trying to act like these kids stress you out No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. No, y'all know how that blaze began with all them kids in there. Mr. Moulton, father of 3 of the children, said he believed the fire had started on a landing. The tragedy happened when the parents fell asleep, like I said, my sweethearts, in bed while smoking. An inquest heard, excuse me, smoking in the bed. But Miss Unit and Mr. Moulton told the hearing the fire didn't break out in their room. So, it might have been in there with the babies. This is sad. It was alleged during the inquest the couple have given different accounts in relation to where the blaze began. And I believe it because they lied. They did a lot of lying. This don't make no sense. Now, a serious case review has found that the children struggled with language and one communicated with a doctor by grunting. But the court heard The children died from fumes from fire caused by an unextinguished cigarette on bedding in parents' bedroom. That's one thing they cannot hide. You can't hide a fire. Them fire detectives, them firemen, they coming in and they gonna tell you exactly how that fire started. And that's facts. Both parents has previously been warned about smoking indoors by social workers. It was heard. Corona Andrew High said Mrs. Unit had been advised not to smoke in the property, but there is sustainable evidence of them continuing to do so. It's understandable they try to play down the significance of this, bearing in mind what has happened. Mr. Moulton suggested that the fire may have been caused where the boiler is on the landing on the property. I do not accept that. After the fire broke out, my sweethearts, in the early hours of the morning, Mr. Moulton leaped from the first floor window with the couple's youngest child. Then, oh my God, then two, while Miss Unit fled through the front door. It said he leaped from the first floor window with the couple's youngest child. Then two, while Miss Unit fled through the front door, my sweethearts. Both parents, who are still together, said they could not remember the aftermath of the blaze. But Mr. Moulton, who suffered substantial burns, claimed he believed the fire started on the landing near a boiler. However, Lee Richards, a fire officer with the West Midlands, said evidence points to the fire starting in the bedroom, while a burning duvet was dragged into the hallway. Fire inspectors found cigarettes thrown around the house like bums. Mr. Richards said the accounts of the parents were inconsistent with each other's. He said the fire, in my opinion, developed within the bedroom. As the fire developed, the room went into full flashover, where everything within the room becomes involved in fire. Mr. Richards said his investigations found a significant number of carelessly discarded cigarettes inside and outside the house. He said there was in excess of 100 cigarettes found outside a door to the garden and discarded butts below the lounge window, bedroom window, and within the undergrowth of the garden. Y'all some bums smoking cigarettes something. The Crown Prosecution Service said there was insufficient evidence to bring charges against the couple. In December of last year, we submitted an advice file to them. This was considered by CPS, and they considered several offenses and ultimately deemed there was insufficient evidence to prosecute Natalie or Christopher in relation to this matter. See, and that's what I'm talking about. How they didn't find nothing to lock them up with. And now look at these poor babies. Poor babies. This is the home where they lived at, my sweethearts. Nice little neighborhood. Look at this. Rest in peace to all them babies. Beautiful. This is sad. Unacceptable. That's just what this is. Unacceptable. That's why I said we don't have no excuses for these babies, and I'm not giving none. This is how the house looked at, my sweethearts. Yes, that fire started from a bedroom. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Look at the roof. It started from a bedroom. I'm not even slow and I ain't a firefighter. Now we gotta see this. because of the parents' neglect. Are you serious? This is the monster mom. Look like she don't even care. That's the mother and the father. Yep, they was neglectful. Like they just smoked thousands and thousands of cigarettes. They sound like they got that accent. Like they from England or something. That's how they sound. These the babies alive. I can show the live pictures. Mm, mm, mm. That saddens me, my sweetheart, because how the parents neglecting them babies. No baby should be neglected like that. They couldn't barely talk. They was neglected. Then they set them just on fire like that through cigarettes, my sweetheart. I can't. I don't have nothing to say. There's no excuse for these babies. Ain't no excuse. This is why I run this justice, okay? Neglectful, the people, the ones that, these is the ones who supposed to protect them, their mamas and dads, right? Right. So that's why they need total strangers like us to come through to care, help them, and be involved. And that's what we do. Because we the realest. Okay? We the realest team out here. And that's what we do. My sweethearts, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified. This is why I keep saying after every video, no, it's not a Kanika video. But you're not going to tell me it's not more babies out there younger than that girl who getting the same type of treatments. What I mean by same type of treatment, neglect. They're getting neglected. That's all it takes to be neglected. Deceived. These kids were deceived by their parents. Whole time they living with enemies. Because they in there torturing the babies. Yeah, you living with enemies if you're torturing your babies. They not your moms and dads no more. They monsters. So I'm really upset about this, my sweethearts. I want y'all to chime in, comment with your girl. Get them likes up, please. Let's get my likes up, my sweethearts. And hit that bell to be notified, my sweethearts. Because, yeah, more justice videos are out here. And will be coming from Jennifer and the Realist, okay? It's your girl, and I love y'all. Like always, stay up, stay blessed, and stay visual, my sweethearts. And I'm out.